Well, hey there, Jimbo. It's time we sat down and had a little talk. A talk that every man has to have with the sun. I'm telling you, it's not a conversation I'm excited to have, but it's something that has to be done here, Jimbo. Jiminy Jim Jam, the Chinese chicken. I'm telling you. Listen, my father gave me this conversation, and my father after him gave him that conversation, and I'm pretty sure my great grandfather gave the conversation to his great son. Well, I guess it'd be the same son, wouldn't it? Anyway, Jimbo, I noticed you came in a little early from school, earlier than your mother and I thought you would. We thought that maybe you shouldn't have saw the things that you saw. So, that's why we're having this father-son conversation. It's something that I did not want to have, but I said to myself, honey, if Carl's dad, Mr. Weezer, is going to give it to Carl, then we need to give it to our own boy. So, let's go back in time, little Jimbo, Jiminy Jam. Jiminy Jam, Pajama Sam. That's what your friends call you, isn't it? My friends always say, no one cares about your ducks. And I say, that's not a really good nickname, but I'll keep it. You gotta keep what's yours, Jimbo. Listen, your body's changing, Jimbo. You're becoming a man. Becoming what your father likes to say, in your prime. You're going to be feeling a lot of different things. You're going to get some hair on your chinny chin chin. In fact, Sheen is already getting some hair on his upper lip. I see it every time he comes in here. And it's not just dirt from eating it. No, buddy. No, Jimbaroonie. It is something more than that. I remember when I was your age and I noticed my first time I ever felt a change in my body. I was sitting at the park and I saw a bunch of ducks, a bunch of mallards go across the water. And they were a beautiful formation, a little bit of a pyramid. From there, I started to feel things in my body as I looked over and saw a beautiful girl. Beautiful. A bit old for my age at the time. I was 14. She must have been 53, but in my pants, things felt different there, Jimbo. I remember the first time I found a woman attractive. It was that moment. For sure. So, when that happens, and you find someone you love very much, much like your mother, one thing leads to another. Now, what you walked in on is something that we call foreplay. When you're with someone you love very much, you have to make sure everyone's happy there, Jimbo. Jiminy Jim Jam. Let me tell you something, Jimbo. Between man and son, father, son, I have an affinity for pie. Oh, I love me a good pie. Lemon meringue, lime, key lime, peach, apricot, pumpernickel, upside down, fruitcake. You could give me a pie full of waffles and I wouldn't care, Jimbo. I'd still eat it. So your mother had made this beautiful apple pie because, again, we thought you were staying over at Sheen's house for the night. And she made this apple pie because, I have been having it hard at work, and she wanted to reward me, and it had that whipped cream on it, Jimbo, and when I saw that whipped cream, I felt those same feelings from when I saw that woman feeding the birds. It's called a boner, Jimmy. Hard-on erection, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it my little slugger. Like a Louisville slugger, but it's only hitting home runs. And on top of that, your mother was in that beautiful duck dress with the mallards. I couldn't resist, Jimbo. So, what you saw was me putting the whipped cream all over your mother's chest, and knees and toes, because I do everything in a line like a conga line. From there, Jimmy, I was going to kiss her, and we were going to make sweet, sweet love, which is what happens when two people love each other. That's how you were made. In fact, Jimbo, you were made in the back of a Pontiac Grand Am. We were out at the drive-in theater and they were playing a showing of Terminator 2. And there you were made. Incredible, really. Well, one day you'll experience all of this with someone that you love, Jimbo. Could be the Cindy Vortex down the street, or could even be someone like Sheen. Who am I to judge? I'm from the time of free love and disco, baby. Yeah, Huey Dewey. So, as I was saying, it was completely natural. Now, let's try not to remember anything that you saw of what I did with your mom there, and get back at it, Jimbo. Go invent something. Glad we had this talk. Bye-bye now.
Wow, I'm glad that I made this cardboard cutout of myself. I had to get Carl out of a llama portal. Now, I do wonder what Dad had to talk to me about. Oh well, maybe some other time.